So this is the second time I'm going to be having a look at some of my older Scratch projects because Scratch was cool when I was a kid. Let's have a look at, well, AI Tic-Tac-Toe. And I've won! Now the weird thing about this AI Tic-Tac-Toe, if I remember correctly, is I couldn't write AI for shit. So it'd always go in the same order. Even if there was an obvious way for the computer to win, it wouldn't do it. It would just follow the same pattern. If I don't click the middle one, it'll go to the middle, then the top right, then the top left, and so on and so on and so on. I had this weird obsession with putting extras into games that didn't really need them. So you see here, like, I've got the volume slider, there's the background picker from Tic-Tac-Toe. I kind of just enjoyed it more than actually writing the games. 3D Space Adventure, which is definitely not reminiscent of any other game in the world. Also, if the asteroids hit your screen, nothing happens, they just fade away. You can live infinitely, and pressing 1 has that cool effect. So that's kind of cool. There are a lot of Mario knockoffs these days, but not so much as Mario cheese eating. Although it is missing sound assets for some reason. And there's giant pieces of cheese. If I remember correctly, there is a bug in this game, where if you collect pieces of cheese too rapidly, they just stop to spawn. You see that one just disappeared. And, there's only 2 now, which is fine, because then they need so many more. And what cheese-eating Mario game would it be the same without a boss fight? And he's dead. I made quite a few operating system clones. Not really sure why. This one has a fake email client, which is not really that cool. And there's, oh god, why would you want that? That's just annoying and they're buggy and slow. You know, fake mouse pointer to replace your mouse pointer. I hate them, but we'll leave them on. There's a pendulum and a window. Honestly, I think Microsoft would have done a lot better with Windows 10 if they had included a pendulum and a window. I went to a lot of effort here. There's a help page. There's a calculator. There's a fake internet. The calculator actually works offline. There's edgy anime wallpapers and dock that's changed. Oh well, the Paint program is exactly the same. Well, that means we're gonna make our classic meme. Meme. Except, this Paint program actually seems to work alright. It doesn't accidentally paint over the background. Yeah, it's got his back. Seems I included a whole Mario platforming game in here, and this one has higher production value than the cheese eating game. And there's a convenient power off switch for when you're done with the cringe of your childhood. Right, what do we got next? What better way to show off your programming skill than by making an engine for something that you can already do pretty well on your computer? Like this, any character typer. But the best part is, you can type in anything you want into the box, and you press enter, you wait about 1 minute to 2 minutes, and it'll print it out. So you get time to make your toast, get some bread, and then it prints out. You know, it's still going. We're at 79%. It legitimately takes this long because it goes right through the list. And it doesn't even combine the words. 0 out of 10. We're on another one of my old accounts. This one's called A77 from the edgy days when having a number or 2 numbers after a letter made you cool. Right. Go for whichever one loads first. This is Helicopter Rescue. It's pretty good. And I died. Basically, the real idea was you had to go and pick up your little helicopter friends and rescue them. You return to the beginning. Now, a little known secret about this game is that you can just bounce on the entry pad to go to the next level. You don't actually have to play the game. Now, in Giraffe Game 101, you can't actually die. See, I included the features that interested me, and I find this kind of game just boring as fuck. So I probably never played it long enough to actually die, and therefore never really considered adding like a death state or a game over state. Really says a lot. This is my 1-to-1 replica of the 1995 DOS classic Doom. If a few frame hitches, of course, mostly because the background's just a GIF of like 30 bloody 480 by 480 pictures. But yeah, you can look up and down with the camera, it's pretty cool. Speaking of one-to-one replicas, this is my Microsoft Flight Simulator X replica. It's pretty good, you know, pretty solid representation of the gameplay. We got the black bars on either side just to hide the shit terrain engine I had. Now, we did lose just before because our wheels snapped off, so I'm thinking we should take them off before we take off. Yeah, there we go. Good. In the vein of writing useless shit into games instead of actually writing the games because I found it boring, we have another one. Namely this, with the instructions page and the real fancy bloody main menu with the animations and the weird shadowing and and the Star Wars sprites too. Couldn't be bothered making my own sprites. And the collision detection is still broken. This is a very early demo of a Windows 7 simulator I made. That's pretty cringy in and of itself. I released a lot of games under the moniker of Stick Ninja. Why the fuck is the song Owl City? Right, I'll go into and turn it down. What the fuck? Why? Right, we'll get rid of that. This is May 2010. This is the music that was the hits, you know, that I loved during May 2010. The real interesting thing about this one is there's a cheat button. So you just press it to just skip along the level. So you don't actually have to play the game again. That's a secret. You play a game like this, you just press P and you click cheat. But, next. Most of my games were just made up of stolen assets because even to this day I'm barely an artist. So these are the same Counter-Strike arms that I used in my perfect Doom clone. And, oh for fuck's sake, why is it green there? This is more or less the same Mario platformer that I embedded into my operating system earlier. And I'm stuck outside the level. Fuck. The weird thing about Scratch though is you look at these projects I made in the past and that they all seem a little bit cringy, they seem a little bit poorly done, sloppy, but do you remember I was 12 when I made most of these, and most of the people on the site very rarely break the age of 15. There's some very talented people that got started with Scratch, and ultimately it's a good idea. You see, this code that I've written here, I thought that was bloody amazing when I was a child, you know, but all it really is just changing fucking one value relative to another. It's nothing special. There's no exemplary code. Everything's just very start at point A to point C. Anyway, see y'all on the next one.